Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angels Stadium. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Los Angeles Angels.
Man at first, here's the center fielder. Went deep in the ball game last night.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference. Jake Berger now at the plate. That's a laser base hit. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
One down, and here is Michelle Guzman.
And all anyone can think about right now is her chase for that hitting streak record.
And it goes just foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Jump throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And the streak lives on. She keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can stall her right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
At the belt and fires. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now batting.
You know, her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Her 54th home run of the season. It's 1-1. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now she can't miss. It's like she's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And up next for St. Louis, Joshua Baez.
The left-hander, Joshua Baez.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
You have to be able to trust your coaches in this spot. That's what baseball is all about. You're relying on the people around you to set you up for success. Players need to rely on their coaches the same way they rely on their teammates.
Back in Anaheim, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Michelle Guzman. Hence, back to work. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. And that one is lifted in the air. And that will fall.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
The pitch. A base hit. In comes the runner from third. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Xavier Isaac next up for the Cardinals.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but it's some.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Low throw, and he can't take it out.
Well, with that kind of elite arm she has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against.
So 1 out, nobody on. Michelle Guzman, the next to hit for the Angels. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. Home run number 55 on the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now the catcher up to hit, Michelle Guzman. 4 out of 4 with 2 homers and a couple of singles. She's a hitter who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this player hits for contact, so she delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on her, she's still very comfortable because she has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. She's a threat deep into the count as well.
Rengifo off of first with 2 away.
See it, try it. Let's go right here.
On the ground to third, Gorman. They take the force out. That is the inning.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.